welcome to this week's video. Now, coming up on this week's video, a bit of studio business on the Les Paul. And some studio business on the 335. Then some live action Les Paul. And some live action 335. Now, what's prompted this week's video is I'm going on a gig tonight and I can't decide whether to take my 335 or 335, depending on where you live, or my Les Paul. Now, I tend to take a Strat or a Telecaster, normally a Strat to do the first set. I do this quite Hendrixy stuff. And then the second set, I'd like to take one of these two guitars, or sometimes my EVH guitar for the humbucker thing, to do a more rock set for the second half. But I got to thinking, I do play different ways on the two guitars, but how different do they sound? And I'm hoping quite a lot, actually, because I just spent rather a lot of money on those two guitars, so if I only need to buy one of them, that would be a bit annoying. Anyway, here's a track I did. Now, what I've done 3 choruses of a slow 12 bar, and I've cut them up into 4 bar sections. I didn't really think about it when I was playing each one, so sometimes the kind of edits are a bit harsh, but I'm doing 4 bars on each guitar just so you can hear exactly the difference between the two, the A-B difference between the two. They're going through exactly the same settings. I'm using the UAD Lion amp, which is the Plexi super lead setting. I think I've got it on the brown sound, the one that's got the kind of Van Halen Variax type sound going on with it. So that's the sound you're going to hear. So see what you think, see how different you think the two guitars sound. I think I'll start with the Les Paul, 335 Les Paul, swap over. So have a listen to this and see what you think. So there we are. Now, what did you think? Now, I have to say, they sounded more similar than I was thinking they would. Strangely, they make me play very differently. I think very differently about the way I play the two guitars, especially when they're plugged in through the amp. The 335 is much more prone to feedback in a good way. It really, because it's hollow, it resonates. You can get really nice sort of feedbacky things if you're right in front of the amp, which you don't so much on the Les Paul. And although they've got the same pickups pretty much, they're both 1959 VOS custom shop reissues, they're obviously going to sound fairly similar. To me, now I don't know if you agree with this, the difference is, particularly on the bridge pick, sorry, the neck pickup. The 335 sounds much more woody. You can get a much more jazzy tone on it. It's difficult. It's very subtle. I can hear the difference. I mean, you know, there's quite a lot of drive on that, so that kind of makes the differences a bit less. I probably could have gone for something a bit clean. It would have been more noticeable. But with the sound thing, is it the importance of the sound, or is it the way it makes you play? I mean, if I play a Strat and a Telecaster, it makes me think and play in a different way. If I play two different Strats, it makes me play in a different way. If I play a rosewood fingerboard one as opposed to a maple fingerboard one, it makes me play differently. Anyway, they did sound quite close, didn't they? Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I thought it would be also useful to show some live footage. I did two different gigs. They're in the same venue. Now, they are from different gigs, and I think I've mixed them fairly similarly. The guitar sounds are similar, but you can hear they're different songs, these, but I'm going to do one with the 335 and one with the Les Paul. So let's start with the one with the Les Paul and see what you think of this sound. This is my own song, which is called Halfway to Somewhere, so see what you think of this.
He's right funky, isn't he? He's right funky.
So there we are. That's going through my Milkman amp, my Milkman pedal steel mini. So that's a completely clean amp, and I'm using my pedal board to get the drive. I'm definitely using a exotic EP booster, which I'll go into first, and then I think I've got the blues driver, the Keeley modified Boss blues driver turned on, and then possibly my clone, which is an Archer pedal. Got the two of those both running to get that drive, and that's probably what I'm going to have running on the same clip. I can't remember exactly, but that's probably what I've got on the 335 clip that's about to come along now. So check out the 335, see what you think of this.
Well, we're out here wild and free. It's everything I wanna be. You bring the cowboy out of me. Heartbreakers on the stereo, a big old sky does it with starlight, serenading like a redneck Romeo. Well, we're out here wild and free. It's everything I wanna be. You bring the cowboy out of me.
There we go. How different do you think that sounded? Don't tell my wife that they don't sound that different. But they do make you play different, and they inspire you in different ways. When I think of what I'm going to play, I've had a moment on the 335 playing. We're doing like Crossroads, or I think, you know, the Cream thing, and I got that moment where I was just floating. There was something about it. I've not achieved that on the Les Paul. The different guitars make you feel in different ways. It's strange, even though they don't, to the untrained ear or even the trained ear, they don't sound that different. But anyway, let me know what you think, and if you want to come and see me playing either of those guitars, and I won't decide which one I'm going to do, I have got another gig coming up with my band, same as those the band that you saw in those last two clips, and it's coming up on the 3rd of April. That's if you live in the south of England. If you go to my website, iamtjwalker.com, you'll be able to get tickets. In fact, we're going to do 2 gigs in April, so check that out, and you can come and see me playing them live if you would like to. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I bring out new videos 7 PM UK time every Friday, so I hope to see you next week.